In college, Ryan Holiday wrote a column for his college newspaper, but he did something very specific. He took an opportunity to write about a blog that he enjoyed reading. The blog was by a man named Tucker Max. And so he wrote a review about the blog. And then I think he even sent the article to Tucker Max. But eventually, Tucker Max saw this and they had an exchange of emails between the two of them. But the entire time, Holiday ensured he only emailed when he had something to offer Tucker Max. And this usually came in the form of articles, articles that he thought Tucker Max would find interesting and would likely source for future articles, future ideas, and maybe future books. Basically, Ryan Holiday was deploying the canvas strategy. He was finding canvases for Max to paint on. And this started a kind of unofficial internship. There's a form of reciprocity. In fact, it's a psychological law. And this comes about when, you've received or gotten something for a long time. Usually the mentality is that you feel you need to give something back. Well, Max did give something back. Max gave Ryan Holiday a life-changing connection because he brought Ryan Holiday with him to a lunch meeting with Robert Greene. And it was at this lunch meeting that Robert Greene mentions at one point a struggle he was having with research assistants. And Ryan Holiday at that moment, 19 years old, by the way, offers himself to be just that for Robert Greene. And this was easy for Robert Greene to accept, by the way, because in his spare time, Ryan Holiday had actually studied all of the books in the bibliography of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. So we're talking about every book that's sourced as a reference in the back of the book. Ryan Holiday had gone through them. He liked Robert Greene's writing and said, well, I want to understand where he got these ideas from. And so went through and studied all of those books. So effectively, if you think about it, he had prepared long before game day. But that said, the work with Robert Greene was not glamorous. Ryan Holiday had to transcribe these long conversations, usually between, at the time, I believe it was with 50 Cent, as Robert Greene was preparing to write his book, 50th Law, which was focused primarily on 50 Cent, and actually one of the books that I read in preparation for the first episode of Icons, which focused on 50 Cent. Ryan Holiday had to also scour books and Wikipedia pages for stories that Greene could later use in his future books. Ultimately, once again, Ryan Holiday was finding canvases for Robert Greene to paint on. But what did Ryan Holiday get in return? Well, firstly, it exposed him to the inner workings of making a book. It made real what Ryan Holiday had only ever dreamt of at that point. He wanted to be an author, he wanted to be a writer, but finally he could see up close how you take an idea through research, through exploration, through curation of research, through writing, through packaging, and then through publishing and even marketing. In effect, Ryan Holiday saw the entire process in all of its steps. He also, at the same time, and even more importantly, got to see the life of an author, the daily life of an author. He actually saw it every day. And, he could see that an author's life is effectively one where you're spending most of your time alone. And you're required to think and concentrate on a single topic for years. But clearly, we can conclude that Ryan Holiday loved this. And he's honed his career doing just this for over a decade in publishing his own books now. Ryan Holiday has credited Robert Greene in his podcast and his videos many, many times as being someone who helped him, but more specifically, helped him find his agent, his first book deal, and even provided quotes for him to blurb his books. So you can clearly see where this has been an invaluable association that will forever be a reward for the time that Ryan Holiday spent finding canvases for Greene to paint on.